Hello YouTube, and welcome to the first ever video of Invisible Head Investing. My name is Carlos, and today we're going to talk a little bit about what this channel is going to be about. Now, as you guys can see, this is not going to be your typical investing channel. We're a little bit different, and hopefully we're going to be a little bit entertaining, and we'll see where this channel goes in the future. So before we get started, hey everybody, welcome back. So first, before we get going, I'm going to talk a little bit about my background, who I am, and where I hope to take this channel. So my name is Carlos, like I said. I am a real estate broker in the state of Rhode Island. I started investing in real estate about 20 years ago, and I got my real estate license about 18 years ago. So I have a lot of knowledge in the business. I also do flips on the side. And I love to think out of the box when it comes to, putting transactions together for my clients or for myself. That's kind of my background. Now, I got into stock trading right around March, and everybody knows what happened around that time. And I had everything just stopped, man. Everything just, business really slowed down for me. And, I wanted to find something to do with my time. It was driving me nuts, just being home and not being able to do anything. I started cooking a lot and stuff like that, which wasn't good for my gut. Started putting on a little bit of weight, but hey, I'm sure a lot of people are going through that as well. So I started doing a little bit of research on stock trading. It was always something that I had an interest in and something that I, always wanted to do, but was never very good at it. I had dabbled in the past with just buying some stocks and selling some stocks and never made any money, always lost money. Because I didn't have a clue. So I started doing a lot of research, watching a lot of YouTube videos, and I decided that I was going to start day trading and swing trading. So I took a couple of courses. I learned everything that I could before I started doing this. And first mistake I ever made was not listen to what everybody was saying, which was practice, practice, practice. Open up an account and start trading with paper money until you get good at reading the technicals, the charts, understanding patterns, and then once you're good, you can start investing with real money. Well, I didn't do that, and needless to say, I started losing money left and right. I had a couple of green days, but most of my days were red. And yeah, it wasn't a good experience, and I started to question myself and really doubt myself and was wondering, why am I even doing this? I'm just throwing away money, and maybe I should stop. So I started reassessing myself and my strategies and what I was doing. And, there were a few things that I was doing. Number one, I was trying to predict the market. Now, as a lot of you guys probably know, you cannot predict the market. You can't time the market. You have to do your due diligence. You have to do your research and make investments based on, number one, how much money you're willing to risk, because you are risking money. Nothing's guaranteed in the stock market. And number two, don't listen to what anybody else is telling you. I'm not a financial advisor. Don't listen to what I'm telling you. I'm just documenting my history, things that I'm going to be doing, and sharing that information with you guys. So like I said, first mistake I made was trying to predict the market. It didn't make sense to me how when I started investing, which is probably around May, the number of cases around the world were going through the roof. Unemployment was at all-time highs, and the market kept going up. I kept thinking that the market was going to flip, and I was going to short the market. My favorite stock to trade at the time was SVIX, which was a fair index, and I had seen that it had reached about $1,000 at the peak when everything happened in March, and the market really crashed. And at the market's lows, that stock reached $1,000 a share. And when I invested in it, it was right around between $130 and $180. So I invested a little bit into it. It went up $20 a share. And I said, hey, this is easy money. I think the market's still going to keep going down. So I bought more shares. And two mistakes I made. Number one, that's a stock that you should not carry over from one day to the next. I was holding on to it for weeks at a time. And number two, I kept thinking that the market was going to go down, and it kept going up. So needless to say, I lost several $1,000s just in that one trade or multiple trades of schvicks. So lesson number one learned: don't try to predict the market. Do your research, see what the market is doing, and then base your decisions on that. Second mistake I did personally, I started trading in penny stocks. I saw a lot of people making money in penny stocks. What I didn't realize was how volatile they were and how much the price action could change from going positive to going negative. I mean, literally within seconds. So I started trading in penny stocks, trying to find things that were hot that day, and I kept missing the boat, and I kept investing too late after the pop, and needless to say, I was losing money there. I started to reassess again. I mean, this is a process. You got to figure out what works best for you. Some people are great at trading penny stocks. I'm not. I'm not willing to take a chance on penny stocks unless I do my research and do some fundamental due diligence on those stocks. What I was doing was just trying to trade the technicals. And I was a relatively new trader. I didn't have the knowledge to trade them. I had no experience. I have improved as a trader. I'm glad to say that my account overall, I'm about 25% in the green now. So yeah, I've made a lot of strides in becoming better at what I'm doing. Strategy changed. I started trading more in EV stocks, SPACs, as well as some other mid to high cap companies, and I had a lot of success doing that with some big bumps in the road. I mean, as we all know, EV stocks were doing great, throughout the summer, and then once September hit, things took a turn for the worse, and October was even worse. So I lost all my gains over that time. Not really lost because I wasn't selling out. I mean, I was scalping, some stocks here and there on an intraday basis, as well as swing trading and carrying stocks over. And, it was a tough time. And at that point, I was about 5-6 months into this, and I was really questioning if I should continue to do day trading and swing trading. But I stuck to my guns. And, one thing that I've always been taught by my mentors and people with a lot of success is, if you quit, you're not going to succeed. So keep doing what you're doing if you believe in it. You're going to have a lot of bumps in the road. You're going to fail, but the only way to succeed is to fail multiple times so that you can figure out the right path to take and have more success. So over the last month, November, I'm sure a lot of you guys have been making a lot of money. I recouped all my losses plus some. Like I said, my account's over 25% in the green now, and I hope to close out the year right around that level, if not a little higher. Okay, so why did I start day trading and swing trading? Well, my goal overall was to take some money and grow my account to 6 figures. Now, when I first started, I was under the PDT rule. I didn't have $25,000 in my account, which made it hard to day trade. I mean, that was my goal. I wanted to start day trading. And so I put more money in just to cover the PDT rule. And like I said, I kept losing money, so I had to put more money in to stay above that $25,000 threshold. Eventually, I got to a point where, okay, I had invested about $50,000 in the market, and I felt that that was a good point to stay at. I told myself I wasn't going to put any more money in the market, and I haven't since then. Once I get to 6 figures, then I'm going to start taking some of the profits. Hopefully, I'll make profits. Anything that goes over $100,000, I'm going to invest in long-term stocks. I'm going to invest long-term. So I'm going to be a day trader, swing trader in that account, and I'm going to create another account where it's just going to be long-term investments. So because eventually I want to get to a point where, number one, I'm investing long-term in what I believe are high-growth stocks, and number two, I also want to get into some dividend investing. That's my goal overall. So I'm happy to say I'm approaching that $100,000 mark. I still got a ways to go, but I'm a hell of a lot closer to it now than I was 2 months ago, let alone when I first got started. So I also have a secondary account. It's a Webull account. By the way, guys, if you guys want to get some free stock, click on the affiliate link below. Open up an account, deposit $100, and you'll get some free stock from Webull. Full disclosure, I also get some free stock, but that's going to go to help support the channel and help the channel grow. So I'd really appreciate it if you guys took advantage of that link, and thank you again. Also, in the comments below, please let me know what kind of stocks you want to talk about. Again, I'm not a financial advisor, but I'm interested in seeing what everybody else is doing. Maybe you guys can give me some ideas. Maybe I can give you some ideas, and hopefully we can grow this community and help each other out. So in the end, that's the goal. I want to put out some entertaining content, as well as grow as an investor, grow with you guys, maybe help you guys grow a little bit, and we'll see where this goes. So getting off topic a little bit, like I said, I have a secondary account that I opened up with Webull. I opened that account up probably around June with $1,000, but I'm happy to say I'm up about 90% on that account now, and I'll be sharing that portfolio with you guys. I'd like to get to a point where I can maybe share that portfolio on a weekly basis and show you guys if the account's going up, if it's going down. Okay, so just to reiterate, once I get to $100,000, that's it. That's all I'm going to be investing with. If I go over $100,000, I'm going to pull the profits, take out the difference, put it in my other account. If I go under $100,000, well, then I have to work it right back up to $100,000. And then if it goes over that, then I'm going to pull that money, invest into something else, like I said. So my goal is to get to $100,000 and to trade with only $100,000. Now, I know that's a lot of money. A lot of you guys aren't at that level. It took me a while to, even grow the courage to put $50,000 in the stock market the way I did, and to start trading in something like this. It was money that I was able to build up from, my investments in real estate. And fortunately, I had that money to do it, and we'll see what happens with it. But it's money that I was willing to risk and invest and trade with, and hopefully I don't go down to zero. Knock on wood. But if I do, I knew that going in, so that was my decision. So, like I said, aside from trading in stocks, I'd also like this channel to be about real estate talk. I have a lot of knowledge in this field. I'd like to talk about some, different topics, whatever you guys want to talk about, whether it's flipping, whether you're realtors and how to handle clients, or different situations in the real estate that happen during a real estate transaction. Maybe creative solutions on how to keep deals together, some creative financing, things like that. So that's the other thing that I want to cover in this channel. And I know this is not the greatest video in the world. It's my first video. I hope to become a better talking head going forward, but if not, well, we'll see what happens. I mean, in the end, the number of subscribers I have and the way this channel grows is going to tell me a lot. And hey, I don't expect an instant success in this channel getting started. I hope to grow and become better. I mean, in the end, that's how I live my life. I like to do things and hopefully become better at what I do and everything that I do, and just grow as a person and an individual. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope to see you guys in the next video.